Oh.
Don't you think it's strange? He managed to keep this hidden while he moved around freely in his daily prison life.
Golly, what do you think about it? It shouldn't be possible. What do you think about it? It should be possible.
I'd hazard a guess that this was because he was a special case. Just like Sir Hendogan in the special cell.
Rude. The prosecutor's statement is near
Objection! You could find out by simply asking Sarwit himself. It is my firm belief that Mr. Sarwit and Warden Roland were partners in crime. Due to their collaboration, another route surfaces. The real route by which Knightley's body was moved to the prison. There were two obstacles that needed to be dealt with. The security camera in front of Knightley's cell, and the electric fence in the courtyard. Both these problems could have been solved with a single stroke. By having Sarwit switch off the breakers in the breaker room.
Oh, not someone literally having a stroke?
Oh. Mr. Edgeworth! Wait. Mr. Edgeworth, could you wait one moment?
I think Edward gets a stroke whenever his logic doesn't work.
I'm gonna give her a French accent because too many high voices. Anyway, let's go.
Do you still intend to deny it, Warden Roland?
I give in, I confess. Warden Ronald? No, this cannot be. Yes, wait, no. Yes, just like he said, Frank Sowit and I were partners in crime.
No way!
You did it, Mr. Edgeworth!
Then why is the ominous music still playing?
Well, that matters unless we have the real culprit cornered.
Like Mr. Edgeworth said, Frank really operated the breaker. But we were not responsible for Knightley's murder.
What?
Warden Ronald? Whatever do you mean?
Ronald.
What do you mean, Ronald?
Just quote me. Would the goddess of law hear my confession? The goddess of law is merciful. She will absolve you. I was being threatened. That's why I had no choice but to do as I was told. So, who is threatening you? Theron Dogan, that assassin!
Dogan?
It's been going on since the men came to the prison. I have never forgotten that day. You Buffalo, he suddenly said this to me.
You're gonna die. I have many dogs outside the prison.
Dogs?
Don't misinterpret that. Literal dogs. Loyal dogs who obey my every command. I soon realized.
I soon realized
That's the fucking woman.
that the dogs they referred to were not really dogs. but the human henchmen. And that's not all he said.
You're gonna die. You better watch how you treat me. If you don't want you and your family to become dog food.
I had no choice. I gave him a special cell. I gave him anything he desired.
Anything he desired? You don't mean the supplier?
That is right. Anything he ordered, I would have delivered to him. An underground dealership. I was the one who was won over Frankie. It was simple. I just offered him a special privilege within our prison. And those underground dealings. So hard to switch between those two voices, they're too similar. Fuck. Okay. Once every week in the middle of the night, Frankie would shut off the two breakers. So I could move from my office to the courthouse without being seen by the security guards. I would present the fence and drop the goods down the well near the prison. And then I'd sprinkle this perfume over it.
So that's the true identity of the sweet scent.
The scent of the perfume was a signal of Dogan's dogs. After picking the scent, they would carry the goods to Dogan. Of course, I had to do it while Urban Eldern was away in his cell.
I'm surprised he never found out about it, pal.
We have strict timetables here at the prison. Mealtime, exercise time, it's easy to know when he's away from his cell. And there's little Rocky's afraid of Dogan's dog. I didn't have to worry about him making a noise.
So, having full knowledge of the prison's inner workings, she made the deliveries herself. This would have ensured that there were no slip-ups.
Frankly, we turned the breakers back in early mornings, and then delivery was complete. I then modified the timestamp of the security camera. You have told us a great deal.
In more ways than one. You know, she told us about a great deal.
The goddess of law accepts your patient confession. And the warden of the prison, how could I have done such a foolish thing? I always get to say foolish. Yeah. The day Knightley was killed, it was just a delivery day. It seems Franklin was working the breakers as usual. But that day I had nothing to send, so I did not go to the courtyard at all.
The secret of the supply system. So then, Warden Roland was...
The police have been searching for Dogan's henchmen for ages. I've also been helping them, but... I've been interrogating him personally in my office, but... No matter how much evidence we have on him, we cannot get a single word of him.
So the reason you kept on interrogating him...
Yes, it was to find his henchmen. I borrowed all the evidence from the police and came to the investigation by myself. I carried out his actions and examined all of the mails. What is a mall?
Mall?
The entire mall?
A mail. Like his correspondent's chess letters.
But he could never uncover the true identity of his henchmen. The fear, it's something you could never understand. Prosecutor Edgeworth, you were listening, right?
What? Sorry, no. Could you repeat
Oh my
that?
god. I say this confession clears the warden of all suspicion. Is it really necessary to press her any further than this?
Is it necessary to press her further?
Yes!
Further.
Press her and kill her.
Judge Courtney, my questioning isn't over yet. I'm sure the goddess of law isn't satisfied yet either.
You, the badger? What badger? Anyway.
That word is a trigger.
No!
You mean the badger this woman? Why can't I do a British accent? Go.
Even if she was threatened by Dogan, this does not prove she was not the culprit in this case. She was able to use the supply route to transport Knightley's body.
Okay, she's gonna become Francisca. Do you have any evidence to support that?
You sound just like my sister. The body gave off a sweet scent. The scent of perfume that was used to signify a delivery. Can you explain this fact?
Oh, of course. Since I have made so many deliveries, the scent would have lingered around the well. When the body was moved through the well, the scent must have transferred to it. Mr. Albert also testified to this fact.
Oh yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
That's it. For some reason, that well gave off a nice scent. A nice scent? I don't know what it was, but it smelled sweet, like candy.
Tasty.
The lingering scent of this well would have, of course, picked up by anything passing through. The defense rests, I see. In that case, Kurt is now a jury. Mr. Ashworth, isn't there anything we can do?
What should I do? Is this as far as I can go?
How far I'll go? Is it over already? As far I'll go!
Okay. Yes, Sebastian, that is it.
Yay,
Kurt.
mommy!
And now, Kurt is now officially a jury. And you, my friend, need to stop saying that. Your voice is terrible.
What?
Who's that?
It was me. It's not nice of you to run things just like that, Courtney Fine.
Mr. Shield.
Are you objection to the court's adjourning?
Fuck yeah. Of course not. I ain't got no objection or anything like that. Go ahead and adjourn the court. Do whatever you like.
Hey, what are you doing, Mr. Shields?
Whoa there, calm down, kid. Who wants some chocolate?
Is this a joke?
You won't have to excuse me. I just had one tiny request to make. Simon Key's defense attorney.
That's right. You're the defense attorney in charge of the case, aren't you not?
Exactly. Did you forget? That's so mean.
But you just left everything to Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you? You didn't do anything at all.
Yes, that's right. That's why I thought I'd do my job a bit.
Do your job. That hardly sounds like you at all.
It's to prepare for the trial. I'd like to ask the warden a few questions.
Surely, you just. That would mean more to expect to hear from her.
Well, Miss Warden, I'd like to hear your thoughts on the culprit.
My thoughts?
Uncle Ray believes that Simon is not the culprit. It seems that Miss Warden also suspects someone other than Simon. I'd like to hear you out.
Mr. Edgeworth, what's Mr. Shield up to?
He's trying to lure Warden Rowland into testifying. Why was the supply route used to transport the body? I'd say it was to pin the crime on Dogan.
I see.
If he committed a murder here, he would be transferred to another prison, one with tighter security.
Ugh. And that would get rid of the troublemaker.
Exactly. She wouldn't pass up a chance like that.
Hey, hold on a sec. I'm confused by Simon. What do you mean? Simon was the one who's supposed to prosecute. I was supposed to prosecute.
Exactly. Someone made me better of the best. Also listen to what she said today.
Amazing, Mr. Shields. You managed to drag Mr. Debbie into this too.
Debit.
The warden runs. Is this acceptable?
No.
Yeah. It's fine. Whatever. Do you understand the woman's heart?
Thank you, mademoiselle.
See, she's the French one.
Nah.
Actually, I thought this is over. I'd like to tell you my thoughts. You let me speak. Won't you? You let me speak, won't you, Justin, darling? Of course. You may now speak. Because I hold the power. Whoa, Mr. Shield's amazing!
Phew, that was a close shave.
Something you should do. Thank you, Mr. Shields.
No. I'm still leaving the rest of you. Remember what I said?
Oh, God.
I love how everybody
A defense attorney never gives up. The fate of a client rests on the shoulders, after all. It'd be uncool if Uncle Ray didn't put that into practice. Now then, Miles, it's your turn to show you'll never give up. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down.
Right.
Well then, will you listen to my story?
No.
Are you telling
one
the
wants
story
to.
or am I?
I'm sorry, Bruno, go on. Flashbacks. Okay. I believe that the culprits in the case would have only been Dogan. I have no idea what has transpired between Dogan and the victim, but I simply could not have been Dogan's disciple with him. In any case, he was the one who stabbed the victim to death. He
Stab.
probably... Damn. He probably had the dog dispose of the body. This is true of the case.
No, the dog removed the murder weapon.
The victim, Mr. Knightley, was it? I think it's truly terrible thing.
Taking a man's life, you mean?
That's how you'd go about saying it, isn't it? If only I had been more vigilant, his death would have not happened. That is why I went to clear up his regrets. Warden Ronald, how considerate. I'm sure Mr. Knightley in heaven is overflowing with gratitude.
Is gratitude really what Knightley feels?
No.
No,
he
he's
feels
fucking
nothing
dead.
because he's fucking dead.
He's fucking dead. Press the fourth one. He's fucking dead. Poor Knightley. Why did he have to die?
No, fuck him. Fucking
Hold
John
it.
from AOT.
I'd like to hear your thoughts about the circumstances surrounding the murder.
Well, I suppose it was a simple job.
Everywhere I go, I see him.
Oh, wait a minute. During his booking, I learned that the victim had a kind of injury on his neck.
That's weird.
Booking. That's the process one undergoes before being locked up in the detention center. It sounds like you don't really know a lot about Knightley.
I only know little, and in any case, he could have been an easy target for Dogen. Perhaps he used the chisel to win in the chessboard. The victim wouldn't even have had a chance to scream.
I see. Your opinion would be a very valuable reference. Could you add those last statements to your testimony?
Fuck you! Oh, you're making me blush! You're so kissy-uty! I'm just kidding! I'll continue!
Wait, why is she flirting with him?
Oh, like old bag.
Yeah, I see everywhere. You see him. Simple.
Some fun.
Look at the new ones she did. What do you think of that?
No, it's only this one.
I mean,
Was this really
If
hidden
there
in the
was-
chessboard?
Oh, look
I
at
mean,
your
if there
evidence.
was a bell, they would hear it. Wait. Can we examine it?
We can, but let's look at the other evidence first. So he did.
He could have. I don't know, man.
How'd she know about it?
Oh. Ah. How do you know?
How do you know?
Oh, wow.
Dogen's
Dogen's
ball.
balls. I actually misread that. I was like, what? I don't remember having
We have
that.
his balls in our inventory, guys.
Shit.
You ever hate it when you have someone else's
Shit.
balls in your inventory? How did Roland know about the chessboard?
That is true. I mean, she's the warden. Oh, because she's
Yeah, but
an
it was just
accomplice
delivered
too.
like a day ago, wasn't it?
Huh.
Maybe she was an accomplice too? Accomplice too? Ugh.
No
Do
one in
it.
security knew. Objection. Warden Roland, you certainly are sharp-witted.
Hey, enough of the little, with the title, call me.
I read it as titties.
What?
Yeah, I'm saying.
You are misreading everything.
A-T-T-Y. T-T-Y.
TT.
T-T.
However, there's something you were a little too knowledgeable about.
Ho ho ho! In Paris, you're such an experienced child, Edward dear.
Ah,
Final, Mr. Edward!
you said you didn't really know much about Knightley. If that's the case, how did you know about the chisel inside the chessboard?
Oh, of course, the entrance check.
Objection! Enough with the poor excuses. The entrance check. The chessboard wasn't something Knightley brought with him. It was brought to him later by Mr. Keyes. He didn't even have it when he arrived here.
That's my mistake. I mean, perfectly check.
Objection! Even if we assume
Okay.
that, there are still many suspicious points. Why wasn't such a chisel immediately confiscated?
Ah!
Judge Courtney, did you tell anyone about the trick to this chessboard?
I did not.
If no information about our investigation was leaked, then how did you find out? You could not have examined this during the entrance check or parcel check.
Certainly. Someone in the warden position would never have a chisel slip by.
Exactly. So answer this, Warden Roland. When and how did you learn about the chessboard secret? In that case, I shall answer for you. It is because...
I give up it, Dwarf dear. It is as you say. I interrogated nightly. That's how I learned about the chessboard. But please believe me, I did not kill anybody.
Enough! It would appear that we have uncovered some vital information. I'll ask you to testify once more, if that's alright with you, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
No objections here.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth dear. I'll do my very best.
I'm the best, but I'm the best. What the fuck?
She'll
Well
do the
then,
best.
Warden Ronald, I trust that there will be no more lies from here on out.
She'll do
Ronald.
the best.
Isn't that Ronald?
Roland.
Oh.
Her pool of lies is slowly running dry. Soon I will bring out her true nature.
That's not the only thing of hers running dry.
No!
Actually, how old is she? I don't know how old she is. How old is she?
37.
Oh.
Oh.
Never mind. It's not running that dry. Never mind.
Yeah. Sure?
Oh wait, everything goes so far as to call it investigation. I always make sure to make her new, to talk to all the new arrivals. Mr. Knightley, yes, we had a little chat. After our talk, he went right back to his cell, I assure you.
She's piling lies on top of lies, not realizing that it only tightens the noose around her neck.
You speak of the prisoners, you say? That is right. Glad you understand.
Objection! Your testimony is not solid evidence. It requires more than just understanding.
Well then, Prosecutor Edgeworth, you may begin your cross-examination.
Begin the cross-examination. Press the fourth one.
Okay.
Mommy! Mommy! Help me!
The best.
My mom hasn't arrived home yet. What if she hears me just saying, Mommy!
No. Hold it.
Walks in. Why are you yelling, Mommy?
If he really returned to his cell, there is no way he would be a corpse now.
I knew you were suggesting that I killed him during the investigation, but I could not possibly have had a motive to kill Knightley. Could I? Dogan was the only one I hated, and he had no connection with the I'm thinking he's a henchman. He is Dogan's henchman.
She only hated Dogen. Please add that statement to your testimony.
So, Knightley was Dogan's henchman. That is also how they have a connection. And that's what they were playing chess. It's like
They had a connection.
So, yes. So that's how they had a connection, and that is why she killed him, because he was the henchman that was sought after her.
Oh. Shah, I think you just figured it out. That's got to be the
Stop
answer.
it.
Objection.
Stop it, I know.
She has like prom queen. Oh, stop it!
Oh, stop it.
You guys are
Stop
too
it,
proud.
I know.
I know I'm right.
Judge Courtney, I'd like you to have a look at this.
It looks like the record of the chess game. Is there anything wrong with it?
Well, Franziska, since when did you arrive? This was discovered in the victim's cell. It was Knightley's memo. Warden Roland, you also discovered this note in the very same place. And not just in Knightley's cell, but in Dogan's too, correct?
Where are you?
Objection! Don't say that you don't know about the chessboard in the special cell. After all, you would have kept you would have kept an eye on Dogan's actions, down to the smallest details. No, to be more precise, it wasn't Dogen that you needed to keep an eye on.
The warden was searching for Mr. Dogen's henchmen.
From the start, I found it strange that the warden interrogated the prisoners personally. Since he used his henchmen to threaten harm to her family, Warden Roland interrogated Dogen to expose them.
Secretarius, what you're saying?
As you inspected Dogen's mail, you must have known that he played correspondence chess. And then Knightley appeared with a chess memo in hand. We deduced that he and Dogen were connected. You must have arrived at the same conclusion as well. However, you went one step too far in your reasoning. You thought Knightley was one of Dogen's henchmen who had come to kill you. Oh my god, Shah!
So that's why you interrogated Knightley boy. If there's much more crack, go after his henchmen.
In addition, you discovered something when you were interrogating him. Inside his chessboard, you found a portable chisel.
The murder weapon!
Faux chisel, my nizzle. To Warden Roland, the chisel was a symbol of Dogen, and that was the final straw. You believed Knightley was one of Dogen's henchmen, and you killed him. It seems there will be no rebuttal. Judge Courtney, your verdict?
Oh, it is incredibly unfortunate. There seems to be no room for doubt. I shall announce my verdict for the murder of Hurston Knightley.
What the fuck?
Twice my second verdict has been interrupted. Who was that? Warden Roland? Oh, how strange! You guys really don't understand anything!
It would seem the one who doesn't understand anything is you.
Me? Oh, I understand one thing very well. There's a huge contradiction in your logic, Mr. Edgeworth.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Once she's cornered, she starts spouting nonsense. Pay it no heed. Judge Courtney, your verdict?
I am interested in hearing what the warden has to say.
Courtney, what the fuck? What?
Shut up, Edgeworth.
I thought so, so I have one thing I want to say.
What?
Please take a good look at the autopsy report.
I don't want to.
The autopsy report, the one I brought with me.
I heard exactly what you said earlier, Justin darling.
You said the wound was 4 inches deep.
Ooh.
4 inches.
No way.
Could the tiny chisel really have made a wound 4 inches deep?
Impossible.
How I could have made such an error? Oh, forgive me, goddess of war.
Well, I believe that overturns your hypothesis. That will do you now, Mr. Edgeworth. What do we do?
It'll be alright, pal. Mr. Edgeworth always...
I think I know where this is going.
Yeah, check the alligator bitch.
Yes. He's going all the way.
Hey, what's wrong with that?
Hey, you're a defense attorney, aren't you? Isn't there something you can do, pal? Do that turnabout thing. Make some earth-shattering objection.
Hey, only
I've
I
seen
can
this
do
a
that.
million times.
Only I can do that.
Uncle Ray's a hard worker, but
You're not getting
without decisive evidence, we're just whipping a dead horse here.
Does that mean it's home?
I forgot about this case though.
I said,
Does it mean it's
Does that mean... It did say it.
The true killer is Warden Roland. If it's not her, then nothing that's happened fit. Excuse me. But the chisel isn't the murder weapon. Are there any other sharp objects here?
Your hammer.
there are many mysteries remaining in this case. However, we do not have the evidence to solve them at present time. We have no choice but to continue the battle in the courtroom.
Objection! That would give the killer a chance to destroy evidence!
Are you mocking my court?
Yeah, fuck the court. No, I didn't mean anything like that. You look perplexed, Miles. Thought of anything yet?
I'm not perplexed. The chisel is not the murder weapon. In that case, what is? It's no use. We're back where we started.
No objection. Prosecutor Edgeworth, by the way. Any baseless statements will be punished accordingly.
Well, lucky for you, Courtney. We are very based. It's no good. I can't think of anything. I need more time. I regret to say, I have no... Oh?
What? No, Mr. Edgeworth! Remember what Shield said. If we give up, Simon will... Oh, have you forgotten that sad look on his face?
You can't even see his face.
Dude!
He was the one who suffered the most from Knightley's death.
Ooh!
If we can't save him, who will? Besides,
I will.
Yeah, actually, he's the defensive
Simon
player.
believes in us. So, we can't give up.
Okay.
Miles, looks like you found a good partner. It's like Little Kay says. Always believe in it. Whenever you're backed into a corner, think of your client. Keep fighting until the very end. Isn't that the feeling you're getting? Gregory, your old man. No matter what trouble he faced, he would always turn things around and save his client. Until he died. You've got his blood in you, right? I mean, literally, like you're in the same place when he died, so maybe his blood is on you. You never know. In that case, you're the only one who can turn this around. Turn about, as they say.
Judge Courtney.
The look in your eyes has suddenly changed. If you do not intend to speak, if you do intend to speak, you'd better be prepared to face the consequences. Your logic thus far has been placed numerous times. If this were to happen again, I will consider you unfit to call yourself a prosecutor. And then you will hand over your badge.
That's right. My reasoning about this case has indeed been misplaced numerous times. Have I made a grave miscalculation? Wait. My logic is misplaced.
Still silent. I cannot condone this waste of time. Well then,
Mr. Edgeworth!
Mr. Edgeworth! I will now announce my verdict.
That's it! I have to turn my logic around. My logic isn't misplaced. It's been misled.
This court find the defendant
Objection.
Simon Key. What the fuck? For the third time!
Just gets interrupted.
Third time's a charm. Isn't it a little early to hand down a verdict?
I actually think it's rather late, don't you agree, Justin, darling? Enlighten us. What?
Try to remember. The eyewitness account about his dog and his absence from the animal show. When I first heard that information, my suspicion immediately fell on Dogen.
I'm amazed you take such pride in fulfilling your previous failures.
Hold it. But was that not the killer's aim? What if we assume that was their intention from the start? Of course, the chisel served the same purpose. Knightley's body was stabbed in the same spot with multiple sharp objects. This shows that he was stabbed with the chisel after the real murder weapon was removed, by soaking the chisel in Knightley's blood. The killer wanted to mislead us into thinking the chisel was the murder weapon. Why? That's because... Why did the killer want us to think the chisel was the murder weapon?
To blame Doggy. Take a dog and explain.
To get dog. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking doggy.
Doggy. Hi, doggy. Warden Roland, you made use of this chisel's image.
Chisel's image? What are you trying to say?
Hold it! Mr. De Best, when you see this chisel, what does it suggest to you?
Something like Dogen is the king, right?
Now do you understand? Well, to be fair, Edgeworth, the best isn't the brightest. That was the warden's aim.
Ah, she wanted us to suspect the person with the chisel.
Indeed, that was her plan from the very beginning, to make Sirhan Dogen out to be the killer.
I understand your logic.
Good, because sometimes I don't understand my own.
It is true that Warden did not think kindly of Warden. But you understand, don't you? This alone does not prove she is the killer.
As I thought, it's not enough. Ugh! The remaining chance is for me to find the real murder weapon.
If you have no more evidence, believe this conversation is over.
Objection! No, it's not. If I could prove it, sorry.
But I never proven the law. Could you promise not to tell another soul what you saw?
I could prove it if I found the real murder weapon.
It doesn't matter what you say. He did a clean sweep of the place.
If Sebastian said, it is as Sebastian says, in the end, we could not find any weapon. In other words, such proof is impossible.
Objection! No. The murder weapon must still be somewhere in this prison. As long as this exists.
The security guard.
You remember its name after all?
Are you mocking me? It's because of those things that you can't take metal objects in or out of this place. Rick?
Oh.
Dick?
Shut the fuck up! I'm not talking to you.
Right. As long as those security gates exist, the murder weapon should still be here.
That also means no weapon could have been brought into prison. In the end, we're back to the same mystery after all.
Judge Courtney?
Prosecutor Edgeworth, surely you realized. If the real murder weapon is still in prison, one must also consider how it got there in the first place.
The chisel was concealed within the chessboard, but the chisel is not the real murder weapon, which means that the real murder weapon must have been smuggled in somehow. Oh God! Kirkus Alba!
No,
Extraterritorial
no,
rights!
please!
Extraterritorial rights!
No more! No!
The way it was snuggled in, can you prove it?
It's Matty Coochie Minscoochie.
How Warden Roland brought the weapon into the prison?
It's in Matty Coochie Minscoochie.
You had evidence transferred from the precinct.
Yes, but all the evidence concerning Dogen. I've even been interrogating him personally in my office, but...
That's it! She could have used that! This shows another way a weapon could be brought into the prison.
Does... Huh?
Not the autopsy report.
Through the autopsy. They hide it in the autopsy
Yeah,
reports.
well, wait, what's one piece of evidence that came from the precinct regarding Dogen? Oh!
Not.
Oh. Wait. Yeah!
His balls!
One of his balls!
Oh.
Yeah, it's connected to his body, of course.
Yeah. Take that!
Take his balls.
Yesterday, Dogen said this.